number one thing I'll work on. I don't care about your rune quality in DB12, MB12, GB12. Forget it. Just seeing this kind of runes without grinds or gems hurts my eyes. Hey guys, before we start the video, if you guys are interested in getting advice and help from me and other Summoners War players, feel free to join my Discord, where the link is in the descriptions below. Also, if you enjoy my content and want to support me, become a Patreon, where the link for it is also in the descriptions. I want to say I appreciate all the support, and believe me, I really do. Anyways, that was it. Let's get back to the video. Hi guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another account review video. Today we are on Nahisi's account, an account in Europe server and another Patreon, so shout out to Nahisi. Thank you for supporting me. I'll try my best to give you the most thorough review that I can. I hope you don't think that my opinion is the answer to the game, and it's truly not. I really hope that whatever I say helps you progress into the game. But this account owner specifically asked for arena offense and defense reviews, so we're gonna put some more emphasis in that and try to get him a working arena defense, but more of a fast clearing arena offense, because I can't emphasize this more and more, but arena offense is much more important than arena defense. If you are aiming for a new rank, you will have to rush. If you don't rush, there is no way that you are going to get a new rank just from improving your arena defense. It doesn't work like that. You have to rush. You have to be clearing defenses faster than your defenses being cleared by many people. This is extremely hard because multiple people could come into your defense at a time, whereas you could only hit one defense at a time. In that sense, arena defense is important because it does need to scare off certain people with a limited offense and try to not get hit as much as possible. But knowing that theory, I still do believe arena offense is much more important, and that is my strong point, especially with the second turn teams. So I hope that my opinion can help you there. So Nahisi, I hope that's how you pronounce your name, is in a really strong guild. So you can see that his guild battle rank and siege battle rank is G3, which is really strong. I just joined a very low G3 guild, which falls back and forth from G2 and G3, and it's tough. It's tough. The siege is not easy. Getting 10-10 is a real feat for many people. I'm in the process of getting used to it, but it looks like he's been in this G3 for like 2 months now. You got the red star, so good for you. Your regular arena is C2, and let's see if I could give you some advice to get you C3 or above, and we'll determine that by your unit box and your runes. Your world arena score is F3, which indicates maybe your rune quality is not as good, or even your unit box is very limited. So we'll take a look at that closely as well. You are running all the dungeons, so that's great. I don't have to look at this more. And you do not have a BJR5 team. Or even if you do, the last time you did R5 with other people, you didn't use the BJR5 to get a new score, which is surprising because if you do have a BJR5 team, this should be much quicker. So we'll take a look at that as well and see what kind of team is running. I see a lot of units, and I already see some that are good for arena offense with the Samath and Poseidon in the water department. You have a lot of units. In the fire department, you have the Cardinal, which is also a very good arena defense unit. You also have the Juno, which is pretty good. You have Bale, and it looks like it's not being used. It's not skilled up either, so maybe that's the reason why you're not getting the damage that you want. Skill it up. Maybe you're saving it off because you want to build the other Bales to skill the main one up. But if that is so, you need to work on it quickly because you are losing a lot of progress by postponing this Bale team. So that's what I will do. Anything more in the fire department? No. Let's look at wind. You have the Leo. Okay, there you go. That's all I have to see. You have the Tiano. Wow. Okay. There's a lot of things that you have that are really good for arena offense and defense. I actually don't know why you're in such a low rank. Well, C2 isn't that low, but I don't see why you can't advance to C3 or G1. But I guess it now comes down to rune quality. I don't see any LD Nat 5s here other than a LD4 that's good, which is Iris. I see you have Zeros, so you have the Poseidon Zeros combo. Didn't see the Peng Beck or a Chung Peng, if I'm correct. Yeah. So you don't have like, oh, you have the Peng Beck. Okay, there you go. But no Chung Peng. It's fine. Chung Peng can be replaced with the Zeros. I think it's less effective. The reset is stronger for the Zeros, but the pushback against the water units, that's really meta in arena defenses such as Abilio, Aerial. The Chung Peng is better. So that's where the dilemma comes in. You might even want to try using the Charlotte. There's no reset, but there is a good pushback with the Charlotte, and she has a good critical rate lead for win. Then that means you could smash in more damage into Peng Beck. But we'll talk about that more when I get to arena stuff. Now let's look at his runes. So C2, I'm expecting like 24 here max, 21, but this is 24, 25. And this shows that you are not running Raid, which is a problem. If you want to improve, if you want to progress, Raid is a must. Then it's 17, so it's pretty slow. Again, another wow! Holy cow, 30. This is a 33 right here. I can't say this more when I see runes like this. Perfecting runes is a must. It's the easiest way you could improve. However, I did see that you're not running Raid, so I know why you can't improve this or you can't perfect this. Number one thing I'll work on, I don't care about your rune quality in DB12, MB12, GB12. Forget it. Just seeing this kind of runes without grinds or gems hurts my eyes. I will work on making that BGR5 team. Make your Bale team, because I think you can. I'm pretty sure you can. Even people with lower rune quality than you can. BGR5 rune requirement isn't that high, so I'll make that team. That's the first thing I'll do. Okay, 32 there, and then very, very slow. Ooh, a very weak slot 4. Okay. Slot 5 and 19, still pretty weak, and then slot 6 is weak. So other than slot 1 and 3, 1 has that 1 rune and 3 has that 1 rune. Everything else is slow. So GB12 would be a good option for you to farm. Let's look at Violent. 22, so this is 26 against, again, no grinds, no gems. You see that there is a lot of lacking things in this account, just not seeing that. Just not seeing the grinds and gems. And then 20 here. I'm assuming that you got this rune later, seeing how these are grinded and that is not, which makes no sense, right? That slot 1 rune is much better than these two. Actually, not much better. You could argue that this is very efficient, but it is a faster rune. It is a priority rune that you want to work on. Slot 4, 18. Okay, slot 5, 19. So that's 23 there. Then slot 6, a 24, and then a 17. Not going to comment too much on it. There's so many places where you could improve right now. DB12 will still be a very good option for you to farm. Let's look at Will. 14. Okay, Will is just slow, extremely slow, very bad. 22. Okay, 13 and okay 24 or 25 here, right? Because it's in the ancient legend, ancient, and this looks like it was a dimensional predator rune. So rune wise, a lot of things to work on. I would farm any dungeon because all the runes need work in each slot, other than, well, in each slot, right? You only have one fast rune if you do have a fast rune, but the more the merrier. Now let's take a look at the raid team, because we did see Bale, and let's just point out what he can make and what he's lacking. If he has all the units and stuff, I'll send him. Oh, he does have a LD5. Nora, okay, good for you. Yeah, see, you're using Bale like this, which actually isn't being used, but I'll send you the Excel file for the calculator, for the guide. Okay, so I took a quick look, and it looks like he does not have the units at all for the Bale team. Like, you could take this unit right here, the Colleen, and you could even take the Lauren. A 6-star Lauren is fine still, but you won't just be using it anywhere else. I guess it's in the storage. Okay, there's a Lauren. And then here are the problems. Well, you could even use a 6-star Colleen. I mean, there's a Colleen, but you don't have Jansen. You don't have the Water Warbear. and please put a comment below if I'm blind and if I'm just not seeing it, but I didn't see a Jansen. I didn't see a Jansen. I didn't see a Shiwa where you'll put on triple fight, or a Kali. Oh, there's a Kali. Okay, so you have the Kali. But there's no water warbear. There's no water warbear. Yeah, there is no water warbear, and there's no Jansen. So there's a big issue here where you don't have certain units that you need for the team, and that is the first thing I would work on. A very first thing, because your runes are all lacking grinds, and this will affect your arena team as well. And so it's actually very surprising that you got to up to C2 with this kind of rune quality. But definitely, I can't say this more. Raid is a priority. You need to work on this BGR5 team as quick as possible. I will just, looking at it right now, I'll just devil on this and try to and hope for 3 level ups on the Bale. Okay, let's look at your arena. And this is your arena defense, and I'm pretty sure this is not working. It's gonna be too slow, and there's actually like no follow-up. Assume that even if the Chew goes, yeah, this speed is way too slow. Even Despair should be able to do this, but anybody can outspeed this. Yeah, can you even reach C2 right now? And if you can, it just makes sense, right? When I said arena offense is much more important than arena defense. Your defense rate is 0%. Wow. I guess it's because it's F1, nobody attacks. You know, the lower your rank, there are less active people, and that's why you see this kind of defense rate. But you did have a very high defense rate here in C2, 33%. So you were probably running something different. Let's take a look at your buildings. Wow, you're not even buying your Devilmons. You need to buy your Devilmons, man. Okay, a lot of work here too. So maybe that's why you're putting that kind of defense. But it's not really a farming defense if there's 4 units. So if you do want to put a farming defense, just put 1 unit. And if not, this is the kind of defense I would make. Okay, I'll make a defense like this, where Laura is on your fastest Swift set, just hoping that she uses the strip, and then, or even the fastest Despair set, but your Despair set is pretty slow. It's this fast just because of her base speed is so fast. If you could get a 300 Despair set, or 290, well, I doubt you can, but if you can, this will be much more effective. But yeah, I'll make Laura as fast as possible, goes with the strip, and then I'll make Cardinal pretty fast too, really, like, not too slow. Cardinal go next so that he could put in his debuffs into the strip, and then, you know, Perna and Triana just does Perna and Triana things. That's what I would do. You could even change this out and try to put like John, which is also a good unit because you do have a stripper already. Or you could even use a Nemesis healer here, like the Praha, or an Ariel if you do have him, or the Abilio if you get him. Abilio will probably be the best choice, I think, in this slot. And I'll try to make Abilio or the whatever healer plus the Triana on 100 resistance. But that's what I will do. Even Darien if you want to, if you could get him really tanky with 100 res, Darien is also a pretty good option as well. Now offense, looking at your rune quality, for tanky teams, I will definitely not use the Samath there. Well, let me just make it for you, actually. So this is what you'll do for tanky teams right here. Tiana, Galleon, Poseidon, Pungbek, and that's the turn order. That should be pretty good. You could replace the Poseidon with a Zeros, depending on what is making up the defense. But that's what I will do. Now, for fast defenses, like the Samath, Clara, Savannah, Kaki, or a variance of that, you'll be using Leo. And then you'll be using a Galleon again with a Delphoy +1. And the +1 that I recommend is usually a Linda, because Linda is free to play. Well, not really, actually. She's a 3-star unit, 3-star LD unit, but she's not really easy to find if you didn't play too long. But she is, I guess you could still say free to play. You don't need lightning to get her. But you could do that. You could put Kaki on this. I showcased this recently on another account improvement. You could use that. Another good AoE is the Pungbek if you decide to use Pungbek as a slow team. Bellanis is okay too, but I don't think his damage output is that great and it's not scaled up. So I think Linda will be the best option. Even Poseidon would work. You could even use like the Tosi. Tosi is a good one too. It just has to be AoE damage. I think the easiest one to get if you do have the unit is probably the Linda, and the most effective one. And you do have her. So this is probably the way I'll go, and it'll be the lead. You want more accuracy here. Those are the two that I'll focus on the most. Your Tiana is not that crazy fast, so you can't go into fast defenses, but you'll go into those tanky defenses. And the fast defenses, you'll be using the second turn team where the Leo pushbacks the control, example Triton Clara, and then the others will move, but because everybody's gonna have will, shield will, they'll survive. And then the Delpho is gonna put up the will, heal, and then Galen's gonna defense break, and Lindo will clean up with skill 3. And this might be easier to make the second one, especially because you don't have a lot of fast runes. You can focus all the stats into damage. Those are the changes I'll make, and I'm pretty sure you will be able to get a better record than you did before. Defense wise, yeah, it's much better than this. This is not a good defense, so I will definitely change this. No synergize whatsoever. Yeah, it's not gonna work. This Rakan is way too squishy. Even Illusion team could come into this, and one crit will kill all of these 3 units. Look at that. This is 22k, this is 20k, and this is 24k. So one crit and then 2 glancings will definitely, almost definitely get rid of both of these. I mean, all of these units. If 2 crits, they're gone for sure. Yeah, and this one too. It's not that good. Definitely change up your defense because it needs a lot of work. But that was it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If there's anything else that you guys would like to see in Summoners War, please put a comment below. If you guys don't agree with the comments that I've made, also comment that and we could talk about it. But it is best for the account owner to know what he needs to improve on, and the number one thing is definitely raid. But that was it, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.